Well, I'm out here in my garage, only because I end up doing work out here during the night time now because it's been too warm during the day and it gets too hot in this garage. And what I am doing is I went ahead and I brought out my other 1878 Martini Henry, and I'm going over that one, and I realized that's one that doesn't have a butt plate on it. So that's what I've been doing. And I tried using a torch first and cutting a piece of metal out, but yeah, that didn't work out too well. So I used a heavier piece of steel, and I did it the old-fashioned way. I used a hacksaw and a file. Sometimes the old ways are best. And I think next I may be working on the night kit signal generator, and only because I really don't want to dig into that radio again. But this signal generator actually is one that, you know, they made those as kits and people put those together, so you have varying degrees of skill on those, or lack of skill in some cases. And the parts are fairly old. It was probably, I'm not quite sure when that was. I think it was around the 60s those were made. So anyhow, that'll be the other project I'm going to have to start working on. In fact, I did take it out of the case last night and I brought out the manual. And well, after being out here in the garage, maybe I'll show you that too. So anyhow, I'll show you what I came up with. Okay, there's the 1878 Martini Henry, and this is the one it's in fairly decent shape. It's in better shape than the first one I got. The first one that does not have the other one I have does not have this indicator on the side for when your gun is loaded. It'll move actually when it's loaded. But right now, even that is tending to slip now, so I have to get in there and clean this out. But it's in fairly decent shape. The other one, that part there, this right in here, it's just all bent up like somebody used a sledgehammer on it. So this one actually is in better shape there. I have to tighten up this stock, it's loose. And the rest of the stock, you know, it's got a few nicks and stuff in it, but it's not in too bad a shape. But first, I tried using my torch. Didn't work too well. It just leaves the old blobby ends on it. It really doesn't look very well, and not very good at all. So, to give you an idea of what I ended up with. So, then I went over to my vise here and I cut the plate out of this, and this sheet of steel, and this is 18, I think, yeah, no, 16 gauge. This is 16 gauge steel. It's a little thinner than the original butt plate, but it's a little easier to work with, although it still is hard to cut with a saw. I did use a saw on it. A little hacksaw, and then I had to bend the end so that it wraps around the stock on the end. So what we have put on the right side would help. Yeah. Alright, so, well, let me pick it up so you can see what we got here. I still have to grind around it, but I had to get the rough shape anyway, so that's what we've done here. Got the rough shape on it anyway. Oops, that wasn't supposed to happen. So anyway, that's what I ended up with. That, and it'll go in there, and I'll get that so that it's in better shape. Let's see if I do my. Yeah, still got the same original crack on it. Luckily, this thing is pretty hard. The mailman did that crack there on that gauge. This was from, who knows, I forget what it was from, what vehicle it was from, but unfortunately when I ordered it online, that glass was not broken. I told the guy I ordered it from, he says, because he showed me a picture and there was no crack in it. So it got here, and it's really, I cannot replace the glass because that's where it's imprinted on the glass. So taking a glass off will just destroy the entire thing. So you got to live with that. But what vehicle am I going to put it on? None I have. It's just sitting here on my shelf, actually. It actually fell down when I hit it with the rifle, actually. So, yeah, so I got to work on that. And I'll finish that up hopefully tomorrow when it's, hopefully we're supposed to have cooler weather, so I don't know. We will see. It was 87 here today. Alright, so that's going to be alright. And I'll get that. And then I'll show you inside what we're working on. I'll be right. Okay, there's the signal generator. And this is what it looks like, actually. This is the KG-653 sine wave audio generator is what it actually is. But yeah, you can see it's got the typical old parts. I'm going to replace some of the electrolytics with these type of parts, so it should not be too hard. These big ones here, I have others that are smaller. These are Mallory's, but these are multiples like 80, 50, yeah, 80 and 50, and then there's another one right behind it, exactly the same. So a lot of microfarads there. So that's going to be what I'm going to work on next. Now that I do have the manual. I didn't have the manual when I first got this thing, so I had no schematic, I had nothing. So at least it gives me a better starting point than I had before. So that will be my next project. At the same time, I'm still going to be working on the rifle up in the garage too. So I'll be doing more than one thing. And so anyway, that's where we stand right now. And I will talk to you guys later. Everybody stay healthy. Bye.